They really got us now, huh? They got us real good. It's so fucked up. It's funny. What is the strongest, maybe? How could you measure it, but the energy levels of this energy, it's over 9,000. The strongest energy in human beings. What is the strongest urge inside of us, in our nature, that wants to come out? Wants to come out and play. What is this energy? What is this urge? What is in our nature that we don't have to think two shits about, that wants to come out and fulfill our nature? What is so fucked up is that some people have succeeded to pervert this nature of us, this core part of being a human being that creates the base of a good, meaningful life. They have succeeded in perverting this part of our nature that sits right there in the core, that some people don't even give two shits about it anymore. They have already forgotten about that shit. That's in the past. And that's an increasing amount of people these days. Then there is this group who still got some resemblance of it. They got those cats and dogs. But for whatever reason, they can't make it happen. Because really, you can't really make it happen by yourself. You need that connection. You need that bond, that strong bond with the other one. Because if you really wanna do it good, if you really wanna do it healthy, you know it, I know it. If you really wanna do it proper, you need that. You need that family. And more importantly, you need that healthy, functioning family. It's never gonna be perfect, I know. But we are so far away from even remotely good at this point. But then there is this third group of people still living in the midst of all this chaos, who still have their nature really intact. They see things clearly, and they know if you really want to have meaningful experience out here, if you really wanna feel at least somewhat complete, you gotta make this happen. You need this family, and you need a healthy family, more importantly. Because there are families, but are they really families? Really think about how many real families are there anymore that are actually working together in a harmony almost, when the bond is still strong, the bond is still intact. Everybody has their place, their role. They still work together, and really, we all want this. Inside of us is the feeling for it. is the urge for it. And this used to happen so naturally. Not even that long ago. But they have succeeded to make this incredibly easy thing to do in the nature. That's just base part of being a human being in this earth. They have succeeded to make this incredibly hard to do. A struggle. A real freaking struggle to do. That's how you can know that we live in complete fucked up society right now. Because it's damn near impossible, first of all, to create a family, but more importantly, healthy family. Family is not enough. When the family is not working, there's problems in it. It causes a lot of damage, a lot of trauma for all the people involved. And what does damaged, hurt people do to other people? They hurt them, and they hurt themselves. Life is no fun then. Life is a real struggle. Life is full of pain then. So what do we need? What have human beings been doing all this freaking time? For the most places around the earth, they have been creating healthy families. Like they don't have to think this or that. They don't have to plan this or that shit. They just do it. Like it's supposed to happen. But for how many people is that happening right now? Because there is still this third group whose nature is somewhat intact in this place that really goes against our own nature, the nature of being a human being. And this problem of creating healthy families in today's world is a clear representation that we have an incredible pickle in our hands right now. How do we get out of this mess? Well, first of all, I want to pay my condolences, rip in pieces, for those infertility maxers that are increasing by the day, because someday they might realize what they have done when it's too late. They went way too far on the deep end of things. They went along with this system, what this system is promoting, and they weren't thinking. They probably lacked leaders. Their family was already broken. Their family lacked a leader. So I feel for you guys. Go check out my coping video. There's a few good ones out there for you. But yeah, some people, they too far gone to even be thinking about creating healthy families. And most of them, their body's biochemistry is so fucked up because they go along with this system, what this system tells you to consume. So their body's biochemistry is like that they don't even think about creating families. They hate kids. They hate themselves. That's about it. I just hope that they never wake up from that. Because if they do, it's gonna be a one hellish day. That's gonna be a hard day. Really. Now for the rest of us that still have even the tiniest of the tiny bit of potential of creating a healthy family. We don't want no damaged families, broken homes, broken kids. We want healthy, strong, pair bond maxing families. Let's bring back pair bonding. Let's bring back healthy kids. Healthy parents also. Because healthy parents create healthy kids, and that creates healthy families. So for the rest of us, we need to understand that this shit is so easy in nature. You find a person you feel very physically attracted to. Many people go wrong in this step. Many people settle down these days. They fucked around, they find out that that leads to nothing in their teens and their 20s. Then they settle down with somebody they don't even have that sexual connection with. But that's what they can get in their damaged state, in their degenerated state. And the one they settle down with, they have the same problem. They have to settle down with your damaged ass. This is a real problem if you want to create healthy families. These are the kind of relationships that lead to kids many times. But what else do they lead to? Cheating, divorces, breaking up, fighting, trauma, trauma, trauma. For the parents, and even more so for the kids. And when kids have this trauma, some maybe can rise above it in their later years. But how many do not? And the cycle, the generational curses continue. With these settle down relationships, people always know something is off with it. They become very bored, starting to look elsewhere, because there is not that connection. That's the base for healthy families. You need incredible connection with the other person, sexual connection first. Then you can have spiritual connection, mental connection, all that jazz. But you need that sexual connection at the base if you really want it to be strong, lasting relationship. This is why for some of us it just doesn't feel natural. It just doesn't feel right. Go be a passport, bro. Or date around somebody because of their status or money. And why so many people want that soulmate. Before they get maybe damaged, they get breaking down by this shit. But everybody really, they want that soulmate. That true love. Everybody wants that, because that is the base for creating healthy families. If you settle down for less than that, it's always gonna lead to problems. You always gonna have this thought, this feeling in back of your head or in back of your heart. You're always gonna have that little itch. It's itching a little bit. Just doesn't feel right. But some people are better than others of repressing this itch. So maybe for them it is possible to bite their tongue settle down and create a family, which is somewhat gonna work out. But is this optimal? Is this what you really wanna do? In your heart of hearts? Is this what your nature really wants for you? You have to be really honest about this if you wanna actually create something real beautiful and everlasting. Now this is obviously the part where so many people get stuck. To find this person they can actually connect and form that bond with. I've talked about this in my previous videos more, but finding this partner is becoming increasingly hard, and it is so fucked up because so many people are already so fucked up when they are in that age when they want to start to find this partner. They are already broken down by that point because their families were weak, dysfunctional, abusive. Then on top of that, all the brainwashing, all the programming, all the ideas and beliefs coming down from the societal perspective, from these screens, what they are feeding to your mind, to your heart, all that. But you must have hope. Hope for the best. For some of you, it really be over, and I know this. And this group who it will be over sooner and sooner is increasing by the day also. But settle down, bite that tongue real good. It might get bloody, but maybe, I don't know which one is better, settle down or live in solitude with yourself. I would choose the living with yourself. That settle down shit, it's just, my tongue would be cut off real quick. I couldn't do that, but maybe you can. But all you can do is have some hope that you can find the person still. And that's about it. That's the base of the healthy families. Next up, you got that person. Lock it in. Quick. Lock it in. Don't play around. No fucking games. No situationships. Lock it down. And be really upfront. Be really real with this person straight away. What kind of state of being you are right now. Talk about your damage and try to get their damage out in the front straight away. So you know if it's even possible to create a family with this person. Talk about your traumas, your damages, your past experiences straight away. So you can lock it down or you can move on. You have to know this shit straight away and talk straight away what you wanna do and see how they react with it. See what they think about it. Are they aligned? Or maybe they're a little out of alignment, but you feel like you can get them into alignment. That might be dangerous also, but you have to put all this out in the front, talk about this shit straight away. If the sexual energy is strong, get this shit sorted out straight away, so you know if you want to make those moves, you want to start creating that family, maybe even a healthy family. So be extremely honest about your own problems also. Bring them up if you have those, which you do. Talk about all your ideas, what you want to do with the kids if you're gonna have them, how you're gonna raise them. Talk all that talk like that. That's how you will know if the person is right for you. If you wanna lock it in You wanna start creating that bond. You see the potential, the energy, the connection is there. Talk about all these things. These days the ideas and beliefs, they are huge because people can go so different routes. And if the other person you feel this connection with, his ideas and beliefs are aligning with the matrix, the system, and that's strong alignment. Their brainwashing has been completed, or at least it's very strong deep in them. It's not gonna happen for you. There's no healthy families gonna be born in this system in the future. Even if you were rich, you had the resources, the material goods, the kids, they're gonna have to deal with all this shit, this hell, this system puts down upon us. They're gonna be repressing their nature like a motherfuckers. They're gonna feel it. So the most important, crucial step after you find that person you have that sexual connection with is to sort out all this. Talk about it openly. Talk about your problems. Bring out their problems. Talk about how you're gonna raise the kids. And next up, make a plan. How to escape or at least minimize this system's effects on your family. That's the next step of creating healthy families. You two sorted all this shit out. You are extremely connected. The sexual energy is strong. You can be honest with each other. There's no secrets. You have a clear plan, clear vision for your family. And that vision should not be inside of this system. As far away from this system as possible. So start thinking about off-grid living. Land on your own. Animals on that land. What your future healthy kids need is your love, your time, and healthy environment to grow up in. This system is so far away from healthy environment to grow up in. So you need to do everything you can to create a healthy environment for your kids, but still have time for your kids. If it comes with the cost of not seeing your family, you have to work so much, you're so stressed out, all that, then it's already done, son. Your kids, they want that time with you, that loving time, that connection, those memories, those moments. That's all what your kids need. They just want to feel that you really love them and you are there for them and you guys are doing fun activities together all the time, connecting, bonding, whole family bonding in environments that are good for human beings. So you as a parent, you need some kind of way to make enough money to feed your family really good food, healthy food. It is a bit expensive these days, but it is manageable. Start looking into your own land, your own animals, go off-grid as much as possible, and start looking for work that's also somewhat outside of this system and pays you enough so you can have enough resources for your families. The good food and the healthy environment, those are super important if you want to raise healthy kids. So many kids get fucked up because they got bad food and bad influence in their environments. So you need a work that provides that, but still is not so stressful, so time consuming that you start to neglect your family. So that's one key part to creating a healthy families, and that's a big That's a big problem. That's a big puzzle to solve again. That's the next big one after you get that partner of yours. But remember, it's not all about money. How much money it is, how much resources that. You just want to have enough. Enough is enough. The kids don't give two shits if you have some nice cars or whatever. I mean, it might be cool for them for a little bit. And if you have a lot money, it's gonna be easier for your kids coming up if you give that money to the kids like you should. At least that's what I think. But that's just nice little cherry on top, or even a nice little raisin on top, because in reality it really is pretty insignificant for your kids' development or for your kids' future after a certain point. And way more important than resources is the leadership. It's the knowledge you're gonna give to your kids, to your family. You have to be there. You have to really be there. Give your opinions, your ideas, teach them about life, share your knowledge, share your wisdom, and try to instill that to your children. Tell them straight up what is fucked up, what is not fucked up, and expose them to the good shit, the beautiful shit in life, and maybe show them the bad shit. Don't maybe shun it away. Maybe show them the bad shit, because if you don't show them, they might start to get all these ideas. It might start to pervert their minds. It creates this taboo if you don't show them at all. So show them the bad shit and show it real clear to them what it does to human beings, so they know at young age what not to do, what to avoid in this world we're living today. So that's about it. Healthy families, they sound like the best thing ever. But as you can see, there is quite a few puzzles, big problems there that we need to solve right now if we want to have that healthy family. But if we want to make the impossible possible again, we first have to see the situation we are in clearly. The eyes need to be opened. Then we can start to solve the problems, and then we can start to create those freaking healthy, strong AF families again, and show it's possible. And there is people showing it right now that it is possible. Bless those people. Thank you for the inspiration. And for the rest of us, let's get to work.